Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Mrs. Russell and I'm here to talk about my VSG journey. For people who don't know, I recently, 7 months ago, I had a stillbirth with my daughter, Sophia. I've been on a journey of my husband and I starting a family. It has been, to say the least, difficult. We have had 2 miscarriages and 1 stillbirth. With that, one of the things that, kept coming up was, being overweight could play a factor in having miscarriages and stillbirths, and the fact that I also have PCOS on top of that, which is also sometimes triggered by your weight as well. So I started this journey. I started doing research on it 5 years ago. It really struck up on my radar. 5 years ago is when I had just realized that it was actually for normal people. I did not know that it was for normal people. The first time I had ever heard of it, it was always mentioned for, people on the show, My 600-Pound Life. And so I just assumed that it was only offered to people who were in these special circumstances. I did not know that it was for normal thickums like me. It came on my radar that regular people honestly could get it. I heard, you hear from a friend of a friend who knows a friend of a cousin who has an uncle who has a daughter who did it. It's just too far attached for you to really believe the information that you're getting. I mean, by the time that person who gave you that information gave you that, the story has changed, since then. So 2 years ago, I actually had a cousin-in-law. My cousin, he's in the Army, and he had just got married, and his wife wanted to get the surgery. And when she mentioned it, I was like, she's not getting this surgery. Like, you gotta be 600 pounds or more. Like, have you not seen 600-Pound Life? Girl. And she got approved. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. She got approved. Because if you have seen my cousin-in-law, she was not fat. I was twice her size when she got the surgery and got approved and had the surgery. So I knew that if she got that surgery, okay, I've got to be approved for this. Hands down. I gotta be. I've got to be the perfect candidate if she got the surgery. So, I started doing research and whatnot. I wanted to be a better me. I wanted to be healthy. I want, my husband and I wanted to start a family really bad. And so we're like, okay, at this point, I kept having like little health issues that were popped up, and, at the end of the day, these health issues pop up and they're a trigger because being overweight a lot of the time. And, if I could get rid of these health issues by eliminating my weight to start a family, of course, that's a no-brainer. But then my mom, we were talking about it a few years ago, and she just got the surgery herself, I think in October. So it's been 2 months and a half. She looks amazing, by the way. But she got it. And then I thought, okay, I've got to do some more research, and I've got to set this up, right? And so I set it all up. I made my phone call probably about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, they kind of, and I go through TRICARE Prime. That's for military spouses. I'm military as well. And like I said, that we just had PCOS. I said PCOS. We just PCS here in Marysville, Washington. My husband is stationed in Everett, Washington. And on this journey, 2 weeks ago, I went in, and, COVID, first it was a phone call, letting them know what I wanted, why, blah, 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 blah. I go in, they took my weight, they sat down with me personally. I sat down with my PCM, my primary care manager. That's what they call it, but it's your doctor, your military doctor. And he kind of asked, what made you think about, getting on this journey? What are your goals? That kind of stuff, and I told him, what I just told you guys, this journey path that I was on, and losing my daughter, Sophia, was kind of that last little nail in the coffin, which is kind of horrible to say, but that kind of triggered me to go on this journey. Just want to be the best parent, healthy parent. I want children dearly. And so, that was the journey. And so he set up an appointment with the VSG nurse that handles, that whole program. Got a hold of her. She sent me a pamphlet the very next day and was like, if this is what you want to do, here's a pamphlet, fill out this paperwork, send it back to me. I filled out the paperwork in the parking lot. I was not taking that paperwork home. I was not going to sit on it for 2 days. I filled out that paperwork in the parking lot, and I walked it back in there and was like, here you go. It's signed. Boom. What's the next step? And so she was like, well, okay, I'll give you a call tomorrow or sometime this week with the next step. And so she called me the very next day and was like, okay, I have some more paperwork. This is the last bit. Here's like kind of, what we're going to go over. This is kind of things that you need to know, about, the surgery, and it was like a pamphlet where it said, not to use straws, kind of eat slowly so when you're able to feel your fullness when you're full, and you can stop when you're full. Just things like that. What the diet would be like. Just like, a pamphlet. Heads up, this is what it's going to look like, kind of thing. So we did that. And then yesterday, today is January 22nd. It's a Friday. Yesterday, January 21st, I had my first journey, my first path on this journey. There's 3 classes that you have to take. It's part of a whole plethora of classes that you have to take. But this part is a 3-part class, and where we have to, where they're sending me to do the classes, and where the surgery will be held or be done is actually in Fort Lewis, which is an hour and 45 minutes from where we live. And it's a Air Force Army base at Madigan. So, setting up those appointments at first, there were supposed to be like one each month type of thing. But because we're in COVID and I'm an hour and 45 minutes away from that location, they were like, well, we can double book you if you don't mind, staying at the base, all day. We can do that just so you don't have to drive, that far, that distance to these appointments. And so I was so appreciative, you guys. I did not think they would even do that. I thought this was going to be a drawn out process. And it hasn't. I mean, they've got me booked, you guys. Like, I've wrote down all of my appointments, booked. Okay? Booked. So anyway, so yesterday, January 21st, I had 2 appointments at Madigan's. The one was stress management. They kind of go over how to deal with stress, because some people do stress eat. So it gives you different tools on how to manage stress. The second appointment, or the second class, was activity management. So it's pretty much telling you how to stay active, what you can do to stay active. You don't need to really go to a gym to stay active. You can use household things, like, you can go grocery shopping, lug in, your bottles of detergent or gallons of milk, and exercising with that, using those as weights, and yoga, and all kinds of different things, household things that you don't need to go to a gym for. And a lot of times, they say that a lot of people say that they can't lose weight because they can't afford a gym, they don't have time to go to a gym. It has nothing to do with the gym. You can exercise anyway, just walking your dog, or going just for a stroll, or, going up and down your stairs, that kind of thing. So that was an all day thing. All day. But I mean, you would think that, okay, these classes sound dumb. Like, of course, you've got to learn how to not stress eat. And of course, that you can use things around your home. But there was a lot of helpful things that you don't realize that you overlooked, that you could have been using this whole entire time. But that was one of the class. I have my next class on Tuesday. Tuesday, January 26th. And it's my healthy eating class. And it's at 10 a.m. in the morning. I have that. So that'll be one more thing that is done within just this month. I mean, I had 3 classes in just these couple days. Mind you, I just started 2 weeks ago. And I am booked until March 2nd. So they are moving pretty quickly. Let's see what else. Currently, obviously, I am overweight. I am thickums. Hello. I'm currently 265. It is definitely the heaviest I've ever been. After, having the pregnancy weight. I mean, well, I was heavy before then, but then, getting pregnant, gaining that, because I was on bed rest. I couldn't do anything. And being depressed because we had already got the news that, our daughter may not make it. She was growing, at a very slow pace. One day, she was on track, and then one, appointment, she was behind 2 weeks. So that happened, and, obviously, your grieving period and depression and postpartum, you gain a little bit more weight during those times. But I'm ready for this journey. I am so ready. I will try to check in after each and every one of my appointments, tell you how they were, how they went, what they are, what they included, what I had to do, what were the requirements. I've been looking on YouTube, looking through a lot of other people's videos, trying to get my answer. I just need more people who are in the same situation as me and being very transparent. I'm a kind of person who I like to be prepared. I like to know what comes next in the entirety of it all. I just need to know what it looks like. Do I need to wear something to certain appointments? Are they going to ask a certain thing? Is it going to be uncomfortable? What do you do? And again, each program is a little different depending on your surgeon who's going to be doing it, whether you're going out of network or in network. Your requirements going to be different, obviously, but for those who are on the same path as me, I would like to know a little bit more, and I didn't see any of those things. I saw people who were on the same path as me, but they didn't put enough content on their daily life and their day-to-day going to these appointments and what it looked like, and or sometimes they were too off topic that I really couldn't follow, and I just wanted to know, like, girl, tell me what happened. That's all I came here to your page for. So but here I am. I'm going to try to keep all of my videos short and sweet. This is my first video, as you can probably tell. Let me know if I need to do some things better. If I'm doing something that's a habit that I don't even realize that I'm doing, it's making the video annoying, let me know, because I think I say a lot. And I consciously tried not to do I was about to do it again. Ask me any questions. Maybe I forgot to add something in here, but after each appointment, I will come on and tell you about that appointment, how it went, and all of that kind of stuff. So again, next Tuesday, the 26th, it will be my third appointment, and I'll let you know how it goes. Hopefully, you're on the start of this journey, and I can help you through any of it. I can prepare you for any of it. Just let me know. All right, you guys. Now I'm going to do this little thing at the end that everybody does and I'm going to say it backwards. I don't know if there's a way that you're supposed to say it. You're supposed to say it in order. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. But what I'm going to say is, okay, this is how I'm going to do it. Okay. Make sure y'all comment, like, and subscribe, y'all. Okay. See y'all. Bye.